right? So now we want to look at the string object. The string object is a Python immutable object, which means you cannot change it in place. Let's look at some of the material here that we have. So a string is an ordered collection of characters that is used to store and represent text-based information, right? And it is also immutable, right? The definition of immutable sequences is sufficient for now. You will learn more from examples that we're going to be looking at. So let's try and here I've created a new notebook for strings. So let's create our string. S is equal to, every string has to be written in quotes. I'm sure we've got quite a number of Sansa eaters here. So if you want to print, you can just write S can print, or using the function print, which can help us print. So there are a couple of functions that we can use in line with strings. For example, if we want to discover the length of that string, we can use the function len, which represents length. If you run it, it returns the length of the string, which is the number of characters that are within the string, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It also includes spaces. If I put a space here, we are going to expect 6 as the number of characters here. 6, because it includes the space. So we don't want to include space. So we also have other functionalities of strings, like we can use the plus operator for concatenating a string. Let's say we've got another string called T. Sansa goes along with soup, I think. So we want to concatenate Sansa and soup, right? We can say concati, right? That's the name of the variable that we're creating here. And we say S plus T, right? S plus T. Then we want to discover what concati is now. Sansa soup. So that's the concatenating that I was talking about. We also have the repetition, function that we have. It's not a function as such, but it's an operator. So if we say print, then right, then we take the concati, put it here, and run. You see, the concati has repeated the spaces in between the characters. So this is how this works, right? So we have done the basic operations here. We've done this. This is an example. Concatenation, we've done it, right? Now we want to look at slices and indexes. So in this example, we've got a string which is written PDD. So there is a P, there is a dot, there is a space, and then it's DD. So for each and every character that we have here, we have got an index value for each character. So all the indexes of string, they start from 0, right? So the index of character P is 0. The index of character 1 is this period sign. The index of space is 2, and on and on and on and on. So you can actually print the index of a particular character. For example, we have soup, right? Let's take soup. We want to print the character of the second character of soup, which I understand is 1. That's the second character, since the first character is 0. So 0 S is the first character, which is 0. Then 1, index 1, it's O. If you change here and write 2, the index of 2 is U, right? If we run it, we get U. So that's how it runs, right? This is just another example. If you write -2, you'll be counting from the last character And when you're counting from the last character, you don't use 0. You begin from 1. You start from 1. So M is 1, is minus 1, A is minus 2, P is minus 3, and so on and so on. So if I want to discover the last character of this string, I just write -1 here, right, to give me P, because this is the last character. And if I want the second one, second from last, which is -2, it will give me U, right? Right. We also need to that's the part of indexing. So we are looking at slicing and indexing. We're going to look at indexing slicing in the next class. This one is done.